Good morning, everyone, and shout out to all my cerebral lights. It is she, the Cerebral Diva, and she is back and officially in the building with a brand new video for your listening and viewing pleasures. And before we get into the nitty and the gritty, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and please share. Now that we've gotten the business out of the way, let's get down to the real business.
Oh, girl, did you hear what they were saying on social media? It was all over, honey. It was Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, honey. It's a trending topic. It's a trending topic. It's a trending topic. It's a trending topic.
This first story we're going to talk about is a story that's coming out of Texas. This is a pretty sad story about a mother who's out here just essentially trying to survive, and in the process of trying to survive and make ends meet, someone saw fit to end her life. So take a look at this news story. I'll come back and we'll talk more.
Those who knew Ryan Muncie remember her as a loving wife and mom.
Man, Ryan, she just loved her kids so much. She has two daughters, Roxy and Molly, and she has a son, Jace.
Her friend Bailey Abels has known her for nearly a decade.
She was goofy as all can be and just a really kind person.
Ryan worked as a driver for the disabled, but she also delivered for Uber Eats until this weekend when she made it to this Haltom City apartment.
We got a call of a person that was lying in a breezeway that had obvious signs of trauma.
Eric Peters is a sergeant with the Haltom City Police Department. On Saturday night, emergency responders pronounced Ryan dead at this complex where she made a delivery.
Over the last couple of days, the detectives have been working nonstop to try to identify a suspect.
Right now, police will only say she suffered obvious signs of trauma.
Well, the detectives are kind of holding that close to the vest for investigative purposes, so they don't want the actual cause of death out there yet. So they're using that as an investigative tool at this point.
It was Bailey who introduced this kind-hearted, hardworking mom to her husband, Cameron.
And so it's just really sad this all happened.
Now Cameron is left to raise the kids alone as police work to figure out who killed his wife.
I'm just hoping that we can catch whoever did this. If anybody has any information, heard anything, saw anything, obviously just come forward and let us know. I'm still kind of in shock. It's really hard to believe just that somebody could do that to her, to anybody.
In Haltom City, I'm Alex Rozier.
Now, my immediate thought when I first heard this story was the person who killed her was obviously whomever ordered the food. The police have interviewed the person who ordered the food, and that person has been cleared. So I don't know if it was a crime of opportunity or what happened. I just know that it's a tragic story all around. To know that 3 kids are now without a mother is just a really sad story. She's out here trying to earn a living and do things the right way, and unfortunately someone saw fit to end her life. You know, I will say, as a woman, stories like this definitely hit home for me. There was a while I worked as a real estate agent, and I will admit that part of the reason why I no longer work as a real estate agent is because there was a huge fear of being in a private space with someone that you didn't know and what could potentially happen as a result of that. You know, now we were taught all sorts of safety precautions, to never host open houses alone, to never walk into a room first, but you know, those things are precautions. They cannot prevent a true attacker from attacking if that's their true intent. So I don't know how companies like Uber or DoorDash can help to make women safer, but I think that's definitely a conversation that needs to be had after this particular case. I do know, as a woman, you shouldn't be forced to choose between your livelihood and your personal safety. You should be able to earn a living and feel safe while doing so. It's just a tragic story all around. There is a GoFundMe set up in her name that I will leave in the description box, so if you're feeling generous and you want to help out here, definitely give whatever you can. I know it's tough times for everyone, so if you have a little extra lying around and you want to donate, please feel free to do so. Now we go from the tragic to the utterly ridiculous. Now, that's the story we just talked about a few moments ago was a really sad story, and this story is sad in its own right. It's sad because some people just simply don't know how to act in public, and this is my plea. If you don't know how to act in public, please stay home. I simply do not understand how something as simple as a chicken sandwich could drive a person to behave this way. But let's take a look at what happened at Chic Fil A, and we'll come back and we'll talk later. I'm at a loss for words, so you guys take a look, and again, we'll talk after the break.
closed on the indoor and they were trespassing on our property. 4285 Roswell Road. Yes. Very good. Somebody, can we get the license plate or no?
Should I start videoing
They're
it?
in a vehicle holding up their license plate. They're standing on the windows.
Threatening to throw bricks.
They're in a white sedan.
What you got this from?
And they just threw bricks at our window, ma'am.
You lost your mind, because I'll help you find it.
It's I'm very sorry. It's a
Oh my God.
temporary
For food that they didn't pay for.
It's a
Get their license plate.
one something. They're opening the door.
Lock the door! Lock the door!
For a chicken sandwich. All of that for a chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich, people. I mean, I could probably understand if they were at a Polynesian sauce. I might be inclined to relate slightly. But come on, we gotta be better than this. This makes absolutely no sense. I hope whoever that woman was who behaved that way is prosecuted to the full extent of the law. These people have to be made examples of. Like, you cannot behave like this. We live in a society where we all have to coexist, and food service workers who are already putting their lives on the line here during this pandemic shouldn't have to worry about being assaulted while doing their jobs. It's just so disrespectful on so many levels, and I really hope that that woman is found and prosecuted. Like, these people who behave this way in public have to be stopped. Not wanting to wear masks, you know, thinking that it's okay to throw bricks through the window of a drive-thru for whatever reason. Here's the thing, we live in a free society, free enterprise. You can take your money and go spend it anywhere else. So whatever happened at Chic Fil A that you did not like, go ahead and use your voice. Go on Yelp and write a review. You know, use your Facebook, use your social media to talk about that experience if you want to retaliate in some sort of way to show your dissatisfaction, with the service. But to throw a brick is completely unacceptable. You cannot go around damaging others' properties and thinking that that's the right thing to do. To me, it's a reflection on your parents. Who raised you that you think it's okay to go out here and behave like this? It is completely unacceptable. Now, I guarantee you, if I got upset at that person and threw a brick in her car, then she would be ready to shoot bullets. But for some reason, these people feel it's entitled to destroy the property of other people. It's unacceptable behavior. As a black person, as a person of color, it makes me embarrassed when I see this type of behavior, because this is not the way we should be behaving. I don't care, black, white, Asian, whatever, and this behavior isn't specific to people of color, but because I am a person of color, when I see people of color behaving like that, I don't know, it just has a greater impact on me. Okay, let me calm down because my nerves are bad right now. I just can't believe that you would feel it's okay to throw a brick through a window of a drive-thru. It's just... Anyway, people. As always, in closing, remember to live better, love harder, think smarter, keep your bricks to yourselves. I'll talk to you guys again in the next video. As always, in closing, also remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.